Hey, it's Natural Candy SC here. Anyway, I just finished watching a video. A girl named Kat Stacks. She's a groupie, for lack of a better word. She calls herself that, so we'll stick with that. But this chick is basically about how she is down with Young Money and she sleeps with these guys and they basically pay her $6.50 an hour to sleep with them, and she's okay with that. As long as they have money, she'll continue to do it, continue to sleep with these people, but they have to have money and come correct, because she's going to be known as the groupie, the hoe that got paid versus the hoe that was just doing it for bragging rights. Okay, so what's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with this picture? I am so totally just, I don't even know what to say. Realistically, okay, I get the whole women's empowerment thing. I understand that a lot of people have this mindset that you use what God gave you to get ahead, get where you need to be, and it's better to if you're going to be laying on your back, to be benefiting from it than just doing it to do it if you're not really into the whole love thing, blah, blah, blah. I understand that mentality. But as an adult, we have got to be more socially responsible people. I mean, that's just how it is. We are living in a day and age where HIV and AIDS are at all-time high. You have all these diseases you have to worry about, not to mention we're in a recession, not to mention poverty. Less and less people seem to be going to college when you would think it would be more and more people. Black people as a whole are just not doing the best. And then you have somebody like her coming out there saying all this, and I'm going to have this tell-all book, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, make my money, get my money, bitches, and I'm real. I keep it 100. I do this and I do that. Not cool. Okay. Number one, she's a mother. Okay, so what is your son going to think of you? Even if you clean up your act by the time he's grown, you got all this video footage, you got all these blogs, you got all these pictures of your mom just acting downright ignorant, drunk, talking all this craziness. I'm going to write a tell-all book, and I'm going to do this. And they ain't the Young Money crew. They the bunk bed crew. They can't make nobody's bed rock. They can make my bunk. They can make their bunk bed rock. They all live together, and they're not about anything. They don't have this, and they don't have that. Putting all these people on blast. She put Lil Wayne on blast. She put Terrence from 106 and Park on blast. And okay, I get that these guys do sleep with these women. They do sleep with these groupies. I understand that. I'm not necessarily saying those men did that with her, even though she said it. But I mean, I understand the whole culture. I lived in Atlanta for a long time. I was in the music industry for years. I had a lot of good friends. I used to help write songs and stuff. I used to just sing song samples for them to send out to artists. So I understand all of that. I do understand that these guys come on to you and people feel the benefit. I know people that sleep with people just for the bragging rights, and they don't get any money from it. They don't get any benefits. They can't pay their bills. And I think that's retarded. I think it is. But you have to have more self-worth. You have to have more self-worth, and you have to believe that you are bigger and better than that. Okay? Because as an adult, you posting that and you putting it online. You have 14-year-old, 13, 12-year-old girls that have YouTube, that have the internet, that are looking at you, that look up to you because you're gorgeous, you're beautiful, you're pretty, and they see this lifestyle, and they see the glitz and glamour behind it. And then they see the groupies talking the reality of it, and you have some chick like her saying, well, if you're going to do it, get paid. If you're going to do it, get paid. And then these young girls are going out there, they don't have any self-esteem, any self-worth, because they think that all they amount to is what's between their legs. And it's just not right. That's not how it should be. And you as an adult need to be more responsible. As a mother, you need to be real responsible. As a black woman, stop putting us out there and looking like we all kind of crazy, like we just do whatever we want to do and feel any kind of way about certain things. Because that's what they look at us like. They don't look at the positive stuff that we do. They blow up the negative things. She's all over the internet with all these hits on the internet. You probably like thousands, hundreds of thousands of hits on the internet with this retardedness, with this craziness that makes no sense. Where's she going to end up when it's all dried up? When she contracts the STD, or when she gets her death notice, when she has cervical cancer because she's had all kinds of people all up in her womb, when she can't have any more kids? What's going to happen when no man wants her? you know, and you disappear from the limelight. So you got your 15 minutes of fame. But in the long run, you're teaching all these young women how to disrespect themselves and disrespect their bodies. And you're teaching all these young men to not respect women. So you're teaching a generation how to be disrespectful, how to live a dangerous lifestyle, how to evade death, and pray that God gets them through. And it's not cool, you know? So I just figured that I needed to come on here and talk about that. Let's not say anything about it. Let's not have figures that don't stand up and say, hey, this is wrong. Hey, this is not how it is. Hey, you're teaching our generations the wrong thing. When I get old, I got to worry about all these kids that have groupie tendencies or think that being a groupie is okay to take care of our generation. They don't want to work. They want quick money. They want fast money. They want the bling. They want the this and the that. And there's nothing wrong with any of those things. There's nothing wrong with any of that stuff. Because I want my Benz. I want my Maserati. But I'm willing to work and do what I need to do and pay my dues to get it without laying on my back and without all these different things. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, you might have it for a second, but as fast as you get it, baby, it's gone. And when everybody turns their back on you, when everybody leaves you, and they turn their shoulder, and you're left by yourself, then what do? Where do you go? You know, you don't have a trade. If you have education, you're not really using it. You're misusing it. So it boils down to you being pretty much alone, because that's what happens. It's not cool. So I just wanted to talk about that. I wanted to say that. And, you know, just get that out in the open, because I refuse to sit by and just see people just be reckless with responsibility. Because as an adult, you just don't do that, because these kids see that. They're on YouTube all day, every day. They're on all those hip-hop channels. When I was a kid, I used to read, like, the Right On magazine and stuff, you know, and I would internalize some of the stuff that the people said, you know. So you really have to just be more socially responsible. So that's all I have to say about that. And I encourage more people to do the same. You know, everybody can turn a deaf ear. You can say I'm being judgmental if you want to. I'm not being judgmental. She said it out her own mouth. That's what she's saying she is. And yeah, I could take the role that, oh, you pray for her. No, but it's not even about that. Okay, of course I will pray that she gets better, especially since she's a mother. But at the end of the day, praying for her isn't going to do anything. But responding and saying, no, this is wrong. This is not how you live. This is not what you do. This is not okay. You are wrong. You are wrong. And even if it's your life, what you have to realize is your words and your actions affect so many other lives, because it's all over the media. It's all over the internet, all over YouTube, that somebody needs to stand up and say something. So if that's me, it's me. If I'm judgmental, I'm judgmental. I don't really care. But I'm not going to have that on my conscience, because I felt like I needed to say it. Peace and blessings, my brothers and my sisters. Keep it 100. Always 100. Candy always keeps it 100. Even if I'm brutally honest. That's just me. Have a good day. Try to do the right thing. Try to always be positive. And try not to reinforce the negative. That's all I have to say. Bye.